yourselves on our back right now. Start on our back tonight. If you can dim your lights and just make this, we'll just have a nice restorative class. Just really settling in from your day, feeling the weight of your body on the floor. Taking a breath in, exhale, letting it go with a sigh. And checking in with yourself. See what you're bringing to the mat today after a full day. And especially being May Day. May Day, May Day. So just take a breath into this. Scan your body. See what's holding on, what's giving you some attention. Take a screenshot of this, how you're feeling just at this very moment. You can use that to compare at the end of the night. Just breathing in, exhaling, just letting it go. And with every exhalation, setting your intention to let go of a little bit more tension. Inhaling, exhaling, softening through shoulders, softening through chest, hips, thighs, calves, feet. Just letting your next breath just follow in. Feel what you feel. Bringing in, your mind gets busy, bringing your attention back to sensation, to breath. The world gets faster and faster. So it's so nice. It's hard to train ourselves to slow down. So bending your knees, and let's just rock our knees back and forth, feet on the floor, palms up. Helps to just open the chest with our palms up. Coordinating your breath, the movement. Connecting in with those femur bones moving in the hips. Just feeling what's moving with you tonight. Is the opposite hip clinging along for the ride, just noticing where the compensations might lie. And just breathing into this, softening through chest, coordinating your breath, movement. Lingering in the places that give you the sensation that you want to feel, whether it's low back, side hip. Just going back and forth at your own pace with your own intuition. Connecting with what you've got going inside. You straighten out the legs. And straighten your arms overhead, reaching long, reaching through your heels, through the fingers. Just feeling right now. How does it feel in the side body? Taking a breath in and breathing right side, right leg, right arm. Breathe into that full side body. Exhale, soften, let it go. Relax. Taking the left side, reaching through that left heel, left arm, left rib cage. Take a breath into that full left side. Notice where the breath is. Exhale. Taking both hands overhead, interlacing your fingers, reaching out through heels and fingertips. Let's walk our feet over to the left right now. Just coming to that place where you just start to feel the hip wanting to creep up. Soften, take a breath into that. Exhale, just soften thighs, soften hips. Bring your fingertips in steeple position, up and over to the left. Making that full whole right side of the body. Just feel the breath coming into that space you're creating. Take a breath in. Exhale, soften, soften shoulders, soften face, soften brow. Breathing in again, just noticing the space you're creating in that right side of the body. Exhale, soften shoulders, soften face, thighs, hips. Just feel that. Just letting go and just noticing that when you let go, you can walk a little deeper, walking your feet a little deeper into this side. Breathing into the right side one more time. Inhale. Exhale, soften. Soften again through thighs. Scan your body. Where do you hold your tension? And just noticing that. And when you're ready, we'll inhale. Exhale, walk our feet back through center, walking our hands straight overhead, just reaching for the back wall. Exhaling, inhale. Let's exhale our feet over to the right, keeping your hips rooted and grounded. Just walk in the feet, soften here. Before we even get the hands into the pose, let's soften shoulders, soften neck, soften head, soften thighs, hips. Breathing. Inhale, long body. Reach those hands up and over to the right. Feet are reaching over to the right. Steeple positions reaching over to the right. Feeling any kinking, you can walk back if you feel it in your hips. Just noticing the body will always show you what needs attention. We just ignore the whispers. So take a breath into this. Exhale, walk your hands, walk your feet back up to center. Bending the knees again, or releasing our hands, just relaxing. Bringing your hands back to the side, palms up. Bending the knees, feet on the floor. Take a breath in. Exhale, just letting yourself just go. Just a layer at a time. It's like peeling an onion. Just one layer, and you just get a little deeper into the muscles, deeper into relaxation. Inhale. Exhale, let's draw that right knee into the chest. Have any knee concerns, keeping your hand behind that thigh. Soften against shoulders. It's like you're constantly scanning the body. There's method to this madness. It keeps your mind, gives your mind a job, put it that way, so that your inhale, your exhale, softening, relaxing, feeling though, where you're feeling sensation in the muscle, where you feel it referring. Reach out through your heel, reach out through your toes, circling that foot, the right foot. While you're doing this, you're breathing into belly, drawing that right knee into your chest, softening through shoulders, face, tucking the chin, keeping the length of the back of the neck long. Take a breath in. Exhale, drawing that right knee in, softening. What can you soften in this conversation? Maybe you want to straighten that left leg long, just as long as your hips stay square, that they're not tilting, and just noticing all those little fine tunes. Reach out through heel, reach out through toes. You can straighten that right leg up towards the ceiling. You can bend that left leg, protect the low back, just to feel what you need tonight. Reaching the heel up to the ceiling, reaching the toes, and then circling around again with that foot and heel, circling maybe the leg, getting some movement into that. Softening through chest and shoulders. Breathing. Bringing breath deep into the body. And when you're ready, just bend that leg. Just relax that foot back to the mat. Just square up the hips again, just feeling that. If you want to straighten out the right leg and let that energy just flow right out the toes, do so. Just take another breath in here. And exhale, just let it go. Softening again, the right leg's long and heavy on the mat. Chest is softening, shoulders are relaxing back towards the mat. Bending the right leg, bring it back, right foot back on the floor. Let's draw that left knee into the chest, clasping behind the thigh. Just making sure the hips are still square and not crooked in any way. Just however you'd word it and name it, just noticing. Take a breath into your belly. Exhale, just draw that left knee into the chest. Even in something as simple as this pose. Press that tailbone away. Draw the knee in. Breathe into belly. Keep that space that you're creating. Draw the knee in on your exhale. And keep each breath pressing against the top of that thigh. Focusing with your mind's eye where the breath is traveling in the body. With this constriction on the left, it's feeding the other organs. On the right side, circling the toes, circling through the heel. Whatever it takes for you to be here in this moment. There's suggestions I'm offering. Just to feel the sensation in the body. Instead of having the mind busy and outside of this room. Staying in your space for this time. Inhaling and straightening that leg up towards the ceiling. You can straighten out that right leg if you wish. How does that feel on the hamstring? Just noticing. Be where you need to be tonight, not where your mind wants you to be. Let the shoulds go and just start circling around with toes and the heels. Soften through the shoulders. Be kind. Kind to yourself. Drawing that leg a little deeper. Press up through the heel. Just noticing where that referral goes through. Feel it into hip. Feel it into hamstring. Feel it maybe in your calf. Where do you feel it? These are the whispers your body shows you. Energy follows intention, and we can only change what we're aware of. Inhale. Exhale, we'll bend that leg. Place it back down in the mat. And let's not miss this trip. Straightening out that left leg and letting it just relax and let it go. Straighten out the right leg. Just even in this, the way we started tonight, just feeling right now, can you see that you've peeled a bit of your onion back? Just feeling that yourself is just let go a little bit more, release through hips and back. You might be melting a little bit deeper onto the mat, just noticing. Inhale, exhale, we're just going to bring our knees up. Let's just roll over to our right side. We'll come up to a seated position. Not for long. We'll just dropping your knees in front, feet on the floor. If you can have your feet more than hip distance apart. We'll just drop knees one side to the other. Having your bolster close by so that we can drop into this. So just feeling right now before we get ahead of ourselves or I get ahead of myself. I'm just feeling right now your hips. How do the hips feel with these? With this movement? What do you feel moving? Feeling your hands behind you, fingertips pressing away. Just feel how that feels in the hand, pressing through thumb, pointer, middle finger, ring finger. baby finger, just noticing. Coming back, we're just going to drop the knees over to your right side. Sitting tall right now. Going to grab the bolster, just one of them handy, and we're going to just do a little twist of the spine. So walking your left hand over to the right leg, just walking your hands behind you, just in a gentle twist. Softening what you can, and coordinating your breath and movement. Coming to this place with the twist. From here, just drop down. Drop down onto your bolster. And drop down onto elbows first if you wish. And then just feeling right now, just softening through thighs, hips, any gripping through the pelvic area. Just noticing, what can you let go of? Softening shoulders. And just surrendering over top of this bolster and just letting go. Just taking 5 nice deep breaths here. Dancing between sensation, letting go, breath, just notice the longer you hold here, sometimes the muscles want to just fire a little tiny bit. Soften through knees, soften hips again. Just noticing what you need to soften. Just to be here. With your mind's eye, scan the shape of your body this time. Noticing the twist of the spine. Chest is on top of your bolster. Feeling that. Again, take a breath in. Exhale, soften through hips, soften through thighs. Soften chest and shoulders. Follow breath with your mind's eye. You bring breath into the left back rib cage. The breath in there. Create that space in the rib cage. When you're ready, we'll just slowly transition. Hands on either side of your bolster. You can be on your elbows if you want to come up. Press into your hands. Keeping the shape of that twist of the spine, sitting tall, kind of tall. You're kind of bent over your bolster still. Inhale, exhale. Let's walk our hands back, all the way back. And then actually looking over, taking your right hand on that left knee, looking with a tall spine over that left shoulder. Take a breath into that right side of the rib cage. Just creating this space right now. We'll hold as long there. We'll just inhale and come back to center. We'll take our bolster. Let's put it to the other side. We'll get ready with our knees. We'll bring them up. Let's do just a few more movements again. Just even with that twist of the spine. Just with your mind's eye, can you remember how your knee had dropped before? Do you notice any changes? The mind really likes to see the benefit of what we're doing. It's like the buy-in to get us here to the mat. It's so true, isn't it? And when you're ready, let's drop those knees over to the left. Just feeling this right now. Bolster kind of lined up. We'll be sitting tall with a long spine. Inhale up. Exhale, let's bring that right hand to the left knee. You can linger here. This might be it for you if you're feeling anything in your hips, thighs. Soften what you can. And before you twist deeper, unless you've got great mobility, then you can go on ahead. Inhale tall. Exhale. Let's just walk our hands around. Coming to that place where you're at 80%. You don't need to be an overachiever tonight. So inhale. Exhale. Let's drop down into those elbows. Feeling the trip along the way if you're noticing any sensation anywhere else. Inhale. Exhale, you can settle on down to your bolster if you've got one, if it's a rolled towel, whatever it might be, rolled blanket. Softening through your thighs, softening through hips. Just breathing here. Taking 5 breaths. I know we were longer the last time, but we'll do 5 of your own conscious breath. Can you soften? Breath in. Softening through your brow, your jaw, your shoulders, your chest, your shoulder blades, your spine, your hips. Softening thighs, knees, shins, calves, heels, arches, toes. And continuing to breathe as you're scanning, melting. Inhale, exhale. Scanning just with your mind's eye, seeing the shape that your spine is in this twist now on this side. How it might feel a little different. You want to lift through one shoulder, maybe the other, and just create some space on the back body. Take a breath in. Exhale, soften. Just when you're ready, you can place your elbows back down, hands on either side of your bolster. You can inhale, press up. Just lingering in this twist still from this position, not coming back too fast. Again, even lifting, stop gripping through the hips maybe through the buttocks, just noticing that. And when you're ready, we'll just walk our hands back. And bringing that left hand to the outside of that right thigh, knee, sitting tall, inhale. Exhale, look over that right shoulder. Soften through that inner groin, hips. Just feel, let go. Feel the twist of the spine. And just feel your breath coming in. Feel it into the left side of the rib cage this time. Inhaling. Breath is our guide. Inhaling, exhale, come back to your center. Release those knees, or just shake them off. You can bring the feet out front again. And since we're here, and since we've been working those hips, let's come into our butterfly. Just feeling your feet coming together. Let's walk forward onto those sits bones. You can butterfly the knees a little bit. Stay connected with how that feels. Where do you feel it? Inhaling, exhaling, softening. Doing that little dance of breath, sensation of softening. And you can stop the fluttering. walk a little higher on those sits bones, and not to round through. So we're going to create that little arch in our low back. How does that change the hip sensation? As you want to just hinge a little bit forward. Inhale. Exhale. Soften shoulders. You can bring elbows to the inside. Drop your head. Still working to have that lower back, not rounded, flattened even. Inhale. Hinge forward. Where do you feel that through the hips? Just noticing. And when you're ready, inhale. Exhale, release. Bring those knees up. Wrap your arms around them. Press your belly right into the top of the thigh. Take a breath into the belly. Notice where the breath goes when it's constriction. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Rounding. Soften your brow. Soften your temples. Soften your jaw. Just release. Let's bring our bolster to the top of our mat, to the front of our mat. Let's come over to table position right now. Just feeling this, and actually let's just stretch through that back right leg, toes on the floor. Reach out through that heel. Just play with your position of your heel. See how that changes sensation in the back of the leg. Just rock back and forth, changing position. Where that press point of the heel is. Be mindful of your hands, your fingers, your wrists. Displaying your fingers. Releasing that down. Reaching out through that left leg. Same thing, let's wake up the calf or wake it up before bedtime. And just again, playing with your heel, where that placement is. Right out to the outside edges, just noticing. Just breathing, softening. When you're ready, we'll release that back down to table. Tail the tailbone up, lift up through the chest, and let's just do 1 or 2 cat-cows. Just feeling that, just getting the movement of the spine. We've done the twisting. Now we'll just sort of warm up the back this way. And just coming back to your center. We're going to draw that right knee forward. We'll come into our pigeon. Just feeling that heel perhaps in your right heel, right knees forward. So that right heel could be right in the groin area. Left leg is reaching back. Using this bolster just to help support yourself as you find your way down. You can pull back on finger pads just to come down with a long spine. Just noticing the difference. You can create a little bit of that traction just to lengthen the spine. So you have a long spine to come down and over this bolster. Feeling how this heat feels right now. Making sure your hips are square. Just noticing. Softening where you can. Doing that body scan we've talked about. Dancing between breath, sensation. Getting deeper into the layers, one layer at a time, letting go. Have your hands clasped. You can turn your cheek to one side if you wish. Just noticing how this feels. Stay for 5 breaths. Just seeing if your body melts a little deeper and you need to widen your arms. Just waiting for your body just to let you in. It's postures like this that you feel more sometimes the longer you hold them. Just settling into the support of your bolster. Stacked hands. And when you're ready, hands on either side of your knee. Pull back on your finger pads to bring yourself up in a long spine. You can use this as just straightened arms and lifting your chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, softening. We'll just curl the toes of the left foot, just bringing that right leg back. You may want to extend it back long. Just reaching out through heel and toe. Might want a fire hydrant, whatever you need to release if you're feeling any tension in that right groin area, in that hip flexors. I'm just feeling that right now. So changing your bolster to the opposite side. Again, squaring yourself up on the mat. Take a breath in. Exhale, let's draw that left leg, left knee forward, right leg back. Toes can be soft. Top of the foot on the floor. Just kind of wiggle yourself in, making sure your hips are square. We don't want to create any more tension in the body. Let your breath be your guide. Feeling your hands underneath those shoulders. Inhale. We'll just slowly find our way down. And pull back again, finger pads to just lengthen out that spine. You might just be rounding and melting tonight. Whatever it is that you need, just noticing. Letting yourself be supported by a bolster. You can stack the hands, rest the head. And if you turned your head to one side the last time, choose the opposite direction this time. And just staying for 5 breaths. Softening through the hips, doing the scan. The yoga dance, I call it. Softening through face and shoulders. So you're connecting with breath, sensation, letting go. Find your own breath, find your depth. What do you need tonight? Cultivating that conversation within. This is when I get corny because really I feel like this is just cultivating the friendship with the best friend you have. You're always with you. Just really enjoying that. So true. You're the best friend you'll ever have. Hands on either side of that bolster. You can pull back on finger pads, feeling that spine coming up. Long arms. Linger here. Let the hip just drop. Drop forward. Soften through your thighs. Just feeling this right now. Curling the right toes. Just drawing that left leg back. Finding whatever it is you need, whether it's, a bird dog or leg is raised, heel out. All of this is suggestion. You can fire hydrant. You can pump that leg up, the heel up towards the ceiling. Just feeling that right now. Now we're gonna part our knees, bring the big toes together, bring that bolster just to our center now. And let's just do our supported child pose as we inhale and exhale over top of our bolster. Again, staying here for 5 breaths. Noticing where and how your breath, the texture of your breath now, the depth of your breath. What can you soften here? Scan your body. Notice your body settling in a bit. You may have to move your shoulders out, your elbows, I should say, out to the side a bit. Letting your body melt, adjusting accordingly. Coordinating breath with your melting. Just feeling yourself melting like butter. You're ready. And we'll slowly transition. Hands on either side of the bolster. Press on up. If we can sit comfortably back on our heels, that's great. It's really to stimulate the front of our shin and through that ankle joint, just to bring some blood flow to that area. Might not feel it, but it's good for us. So pushing your bolster back a bit, because we're going to transition to a heart opener. We'll bring our hips right to the edge of that bolster, and then just rolling on back over top of that bolster. Feeling your shoulders on either side. You can have your knees bent. Doesn't matter. Just feeling this right now, even if you need to adjust through your hips as you transition to this supported heart opener. Reach out through one heel, reach out through another heel. You can let your legs relax. You want to straighten your legs. Palms up helps to open. Just noticing the difference if you palm down, palm up. How it feels through the chest. What do you need right now? Ask your best friend. It's like, okay, take a breath in. Exhale, just soften. Shoulders relax under this bolster. Into the front body. Staying for 5 breaths here. 5 more. Where can you soften? And with mentally saying, inhaling, Exhaling, shoulders relax, saying that in your mind's voice. Inhaling, chest relax, shoulders relax, elbows relax. Feel your biceps, triceps relax. Feel your forearm, feel your fingers, the top of your hand. In the front of your body and just noticing how the breath feels coming in. And if you're breathing through nose, it really activates the diaphragm. We want to work that. We want it to be natural. Creating that space for organs. Soften. With our mind's eye down to our hips, inhale. Exhale, hips relax, hip flexors relax, thighs relax, knees relax, shins, calves, heels, arches, toes. It's like a layer at a time. When you scan your body, is your body relaxing equally, left and right? Just these little nuances of our thought patterns. It's how we scan, what our body holds, just noticing. Softening. Ready. Just take a breath before we transition. However you choose to transition tonight. Whether you want to roll over to the right and just remove that bolster. Whether you want to put on, sort of grab your blanket to come into your Shavasana. Whether you want that bolster. Giving you all kinds of suggestions underneath the legs to let them just be able to relax. Just coming back down, lifting hips up, letting them adjust, bringing that small of the back to the floor, then the sacrum, letting your legs relax over the bolster, your palms be facing up, and just take a breath in. Exhale, just let it go. I can't say it enough. This is the most important posture. Integrates everything you've done tonight, which might not seem like much, but it is. With your diaphragm, with your body, you've lengthened through connective tissue. It's through that fascia and connective tissue that we hold and store what I call our issues in our tissues. By doing this with your kind mindfulness, you can get to these layers, kind of like just scooping in just a little layer at a time. Just letting it go energetically through the body, whether it's toxic, through our bloodstream and out. Just surrendering into this. Tune me out when you need to. Continuing to breathe, enjoy letting go. And as you're breathing, I'll just read the card I pulled for us tonight. I can relax into my natural well-being. The essence of all that you appreciate is constantly flowing into and creating your reality. As you appreciate, your state of appreciation opens more channels that allow you more for which you feel appreciation. So I appreciate you for being here tonight. I know your body appreciates you for being here as well. Namaste, everyone. Stay here as long as you can. The longer you stay, the better the integration. Take care.